Yo, 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 guys. So I just saw a few minutes ago that they took out the March 1st update details. And yes, it's actually a few minutes ago. We're not at the same time zone. Anyway, so thanks as always for Hyas for posting it up. Surprisingly, 17 messages. Maybe it's a new account. I don't know. So we finally have the patch notes. They are very, very, very long. So there's one specific thing you want. Skip to the picture. I'm doing it. And if it's about a specific attacker, in my opinion on it, I'm actually gonna say, ask me in the comment, because I'm literally not gonna do all of them. There's a few that I think are worth talking about. Some I care about, some I don't, and I'm just not gonna do all of them because some are still just bad and they did some few changes. And some things are gonna actually be very major, so I'm just gonna go over those. So let's get started. Just already, in case you want to just go fast, I would seriously advise you to read this paragraph right here, who's going to deal with draw rates, and to read the damage reflection changes. Those are also some very big changes, and then there's player specific changes. So let's go all the way back up to the top. Legends Gods EEs. I gotta say, they are really not impressive EEs, especially in Jibril's case. I was hoping they'd fix her up. I was saying, maybe they're gonna make me want to spend my good old Dimension Stones, and well, they don't. She still has so many issues, and they thought that giving her a bonus 5% DI, 5% crit rate, and 20% pass effect when people tend to run fucking Belteon was a good idea. Bad, just useless. Give her something better. 5% crit rate, give her like 30, 40, maybe give her some value. I mean, look at Shura, for example. I don't know. I'm still not a fan of her. I know some people tell me I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm light dark, and I don't see any point in even running her. I'm sorry. Even as a 5 star, I still wouldn't run her. Then we have Prest here. I mean, this is different story here. I mean, great player, and this is a clear buff. So they decided, instead of buffing her paralysis skill, like some people were talking about, to increase her spirit stone skill. So it's going to increase the spirit stone effect by 5 extra percent. That's actually very powerful if you had some broken stones to start with. An extra 100 life, not a big deal. 20% defense. I mean, if you got some good subs for defense, it could be interesting. It's not that big of a buff, I gotta say, but it is gonna feel great for Presti users. Now, compared to the nerf she just received, she's still not even gonna get back to the old level she was before that. Now, let's talk about the COD helpers. So don't wait to see those guys right away. I think I read pretty much it was around the 40th floor you will start meeting the EE versions, and there is an extra 5 floors. Yes, we are now at 60 floors, and I'm still praying for a COT revamp because that's what really triggers me. It's more like some people got buffed and it made some COT stages impossible. Thinking of Scythe 5-6 and that good old damn shoe. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, unless you have a specific set of players, it's pretty much impossible. So let's talk about Lenny. All of them got a little buff to that little pass skill. She got reduced incoming damage for 8 minutes. That is pretty good. I'm not saying the opposite for a backline. Right there, that's a DR totem that you could have as an extra player and work on having another frontline passer on top of it. I'm pretty sure she's also a passer. Stuff can be done there. Elizabeth, penetration. I mean, it can hurt. Combined with her active, it can be interesting. The Thunder Girl, whose name I keep forgetting, she gives an extra 20% spirit within the position of a pass. I'm going to say that's maybe the least interesting buff of all of them. But I guess more spirit if you're really running out. I mean, some players could give you an entire bar in one pass, but I mean, it's still better than nothing. Neat, action speed, reflex, and critical rate of enemies within the position. So he's nerfing their critical rate 15%. Again, backline could have a good use. Some lines could also use him in quick res when they can't use all their totems. Now, Phil, aka my go to guy, increase action speed, counterattack, and critical resistance of allies within the position. I do run him backline. I maybe don't have the best crit res, but I mean, it's still pretty nice to know that he's hiring the chance of me just not getting critted and being traumatized. New skins have been added. I gotta say, they did improve the quality. We got Rowena in the Ardor. Pretty damn nice skill here. We got Lucius. I'm maybe not as big a fan. Now, Yuri, this is what I call a skin. Also, Deponia animation, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. There's like an exorcist kind of idea for Vermilion. And this is also pretty damn good as a chorus. I gotta say the skins, they did like go seriously. Character we can draw will be changed if I'm blah blah blah. So Lucius, Altari, Nazarel, Sami, Sakura, Balton, Jiho. Nothing really that special or great, but this is great for Rainbow. Sami, Balton, Jiho are all great Rainbow players, so that's why you would draw it. Or if you specifically want those two legends. The following: Ruina, Luca, Vermilion, Hercules, Sharmus, Shu, Felix. Again, not that many great players. Luca is great in Mono Thunder though, but she is a 5-star and scoutable, so I wouldn't say waste it. Dark, I do not think Hermes is in Scout yet, under what I remember, so in case you want to test her out, I don't think she's worth getting above Shura, but we don't know yet. We'll need to see her EE. Now the new unique stones, it's pretty much gonna go in my eyes, Wormwind, Light, and the rest is trash. But let's get started. So the Ardor Storm, but I gotta say though, the art is pretty damn sexy on these stones. So Guardian of the Red Flame Ardor increase the damage that target receive by 30% with a steal, being like a key word here, or it would be broken. Increase attack by 4 for every 5 on the side. So like when you have the Victorian midline, it could be interesting. I know some people were talking about I keep forgetting his name, the dark one who loses life when he shoots. A few ideas came up. I mean, there are some interesting things. I'm not interested in the stone, but I do see some potential, and maybe in some COT comps, I might get one just for that. Eye of the Storm, Mornwind, decrease the damage of allies within the position you see by 10%, decrease the action speed of enemies within the position by 12. Hashtag take my money, I'm getting this one. It's like a launch day thing. I'm just gonna get it. I think I like 17,000 gold now. I'm gonna force make it. That's literally it. I've got 4 uniques. I need to make one and I can force buy it. That's done. It is completely broken, and I would advise you to have one in your backline. This is a stone that gives a line DR and a speed down. This is just like there's no question. You want this stone. It's the opposite of EMB. And we kind of know that everyone owns EMB. Now, Heart of Minerva, increase critical resistance by 15% when attack. It means 3 times. Recover action by 20% of the attack. There is no cap, who's pretty cool though. Yeah, that's still trash for a unique stone. 45% critical resistance is bad. I can't like against certain specific comps of certain specific niche players could use this, but it isn't like a mainstream stone. Now, El Repayon. Again, people, please name stuff easier to say. Recover 15% life when being attacked and reduce the damage by 12%, increase critical damage resistance. So this is basically the Stone K prayed that Light had for ages and now finally has. So those K guys do not need to waste the Dimension Stones rerolling. For Isilla, it does sound interesting. I'm going to see how much exactly I lose life-wise to see if it is runnable. I do run Shaman, so in my case, it does make more sense to test. So we're going to see exactly how it goes down. Resident of Madness, Dark. Increase attack power by 20% when receiving pass, up to 4 times, do critical rate with attackers for each target. Well, this is the Lucid Stone. We don't need to complain. It does look pretty good. Now let's talk about Galaxy League. Galaxy Super League will be improved. A new tier named Universe League will be added. Top 50 users in the Galaxy League, 26,000 points or higher, will automatically be entered in the Universe League. So basically, it means you can't even enter in the idea of being in it unless you're Galaxy, who's, well, obvious. The basic rule will be the same as Galaxy, but users in Universe League will receive additional honorable rewards at the end of the season. I'm not 100% sure what this means. Maybe that means like as a bonus reward. Like basic rewards will be the same as Galaxy, but the Universe, I have a feeling it's just the final rewards that we get at the very end of the season that are the difference. It's pretty much what I'm getting from here. They'll show the ranking in real time. I'm not even going to try get there because I'm not Enox or Rolf. We know who these people are. The seasonal reward will be changed to a new blah, blah, blah. We're going to get the push on our profiles because that's something we actually care about. We pretty much know I'm going to be living with this one like 85% of my friends. It's like pretty basic. All that they're saying is basically users that are in Diamond League or higher tier will receive penalty for losing point if they are not regular tournament for 7 days. Every 7 days, do 1 match. That's all you got to do. Let's be honest. Okay, 4 matches. I'm not sure if that's going to work that way, but 4 matches every 7 days. A low chance you'll get D-ranked with that. Points increase in bronze. Silver selection was slightly lower than before. They're playing a bit of the points. We'll see how that go down. Matchmaking improved. I've known BB for ages. This is never improved. If Club Match has taught me anything, is SSS is what every single club owns on all three players. And it's not. So, yeah. UI Galaxy Super League has been improved. Remaining time in league will be displayed. Okay, I mean, I'm guessing that's fine. Now, this is what we give a shit about. Season 6 of Coliseum of Despair will be updated. After all the floors of Coliseum will be renewed, 5 additional floors will be added. Now 60. I swear to God, I never beat past 53, but now I gotta go to 60. Hopefully it won't be like some sort of heel cancer. New champion matches will be added, so basically the new legendaries, we all know what they are. New achievements for clearing 56 to 60 will be added. Well, nice amounts of crystals, we already know what they are. Helpers that start to appear on the 41st floor will be modified. Some images and skill will be modified after the March 1st update. So I'm guessing they're talking about the EEs. Again, I have no proof. This is why I was saying earlier after 40th floor. I'm guessing that. Okay, Transcendence Power Up improved. So it's called Amplified Power Up. The stats given will be doubled. So if you got a decent amount of Transcend already, they're just doubling that. So I'm just going to feel a boost to my team. That's going to feel great. Players that are 5-star or higher by default are not special players, can be released. When you release, you get a Master Yomu. When you get free Master Yomu, you can train them for a power up to a 2 to 5 star. And you can trade 7 Master Yomu for a Grandmaster Yomu for a Legend. Or you can get a Grandmaster Yomu by sacrificing a Legend. But seriously, you should never sacrifice a Legend. That's retarded. I'm just saying the facts. Okay? Unless, you got like a million of them. So these are pretty much the cards. You can read that more in detail, but that's exactly what they're saying. Now, there's a few little things they're saying that they're changing. We don't care. So the bigger issue is this. It does become trickier to enlist training materials. Now, usually to enlist training materials the same purpose at the same time. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but that does not sound good. Training materials is to special train people, so and I'm not 100% clear on what this does. We'll wait and see. Match UI will be improved. Now you'll be able to check the name of their opponents. I mean, yeah, okay. More stuff we can check because we didn't need too much data. Now this is pretty cool, actually. Spirit Stone book improved. Maximum value of 4 major stat gauge will be increased to 500. I mean, every single stat I have is like 480 something ish, so this kind of like more reasonable because having all 4 bars maxed out permanently is not fun anymore. Now this is, as I was saying when I was talking to you guys earlier, this is pretty damn cool if it's what I'm getting. Basically, every day we get a free draw, which means like that's a big improvement compared to when it's every basically 3 days. And friendship draws will reset 3 times a day. I don't know who was smoking when he had this idea, but I like him. I mean, the draw rates are still trash, but I like this idea. A bordered image will be added to Rare Spirit Stone, matchmaking, background music, blah, blah, blah. Release will be added to a list of meta to acquire a character. Cooldown purchase of a quest penguin match will be reduced from 4 hours to 1 hour, pretty much changing the penguin stuff and the swirly stuff, improving them. They're also changing recipes from 3 and 4-star penguins. I'm going to wait and see what those are, but I usually don't think it's going to be a big deal. Next funder is going to be Newtek, who pretty much means androids, aka I'm going to be farming to death. Perfect timing right after they've introduced some new stones, so I'm going to be able to show you some pretty cool drawing and stuff. Now this, I'm not pretty sure what this means. The drawing mileage acquired will be increased by 10 times. You will get 10 mileage points for each draw. So like 3 draws equal 1 free. I mean, that I'm questioning what that means. I think it's a translation error. Because, I mean, if I spend all my crystals, this means I could get like 50 5-stars for free. That does not sound right to me. Some players are being removed. They will be added back later. Blah, blah, blah. The attacking type LMS, midfielder, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so balancing. The role of attackers has been changed. Counter attack resistance up to 30. Now, again, all players have the same skill. Blah, blah, blah. So they're going to change classes in the way they reflect damage. They're re-explaining reflect damage. The damage that players on the receive end of a seal or penetration should give back to the opponent on the attacking side. Meaning, if you're holding the ball and someone tries to attack you, usually die when you try to steal from Vonchi. Well, now you won't. What I gotta say is like kind of abused because it was pretty cool back in the day. Anyway, so let's keep nerfing Vonchi and utility. From 70 to 35, assisters no change. Attackers are buffed. Defenders are slightly lowered. Leaders slightly lowered, and goalkeepers not changed. They're really just nerfing strikers, so I don't like as much, and buffing attackers, not that big a deal. Now they're going to buff 5-star players. I'm not going to go down the entire list because it's just damn long. Some of these are buffs, clear buffs, like you don't even question it. Like Yuri is a clear buff. And then some, they try to lie about it, saying it's not a nerf. For example, I was checking my little good old friend, where is she anyway? Malka, who actually, yeah, it's a nerf. Because him healing was something that made him really powerful back in the day. Increased, they gave him attack power and recover the dealt damage. It's just like it's not gonna be as good because it means he needs to hit multiple times and it stacks and he can be counter stacked. So many things can go wrong with this new kid. On top of it, they've lowered the stacks on his other skills, not allowing him to reach 100%. It's pretty much a nerf. It feels like a nerf. Well, anyway, we'll see exactly how those go down. Again, if you have any players in this list, please go down the list. So yeah. Also, they did kind of confirm that Cassiel is getting an extreme evolution. So, well, that's like kind of something we were all waiting for ages. Yeah. Okay, a very long list of bugs are being fixed. We don't care too much. As a company, all users that have possessed in the past or currently possess receive 100K. Hey, I'm not saying no. Hell yeah. A few other small little things. They'll provide the numeric value to below, best for understanding. Yeah, okay. Like we all knew this was gonna be 8, but they kind of waited that the purchase event ended completely. So we were kind of pushed towards getting it. Again, kind of pushing it, BB. So pretty much just go down the list of those. I hope this helps you guys get a big understanding. I don't see a legend revamp, so I'm guessing next patch or no touching legends. I mean, that doesn't bother me in any way. My legends are feeling good, except Beth, who I would kind of like a little buff now, because she is feeling pretty damn underpowered compared to all the other legends. So this helps you guys know the basic stuff of what happened in this update. A lot of changes player-wise, but most of it is kind of like this stupid top 30 thing and people who spend shitloads of money. And I mean, I'm endgame and I'm not even planning to really use this. So have a good day, guys. If you have any comment, opinions, you want to talk about a player who got buffed or changed, write down in the comment and let's have a little discussion on what the hell is going down. And if you want, you can just literally write on this forum. You can see the bar up there, and I'll even put the link in the description. Have a good day, guys.